Hey everybody, today we are taking a look at Everdell Duo. This was sent to us by Tabletop Tycoon.
And this is a 1 to 2 player version of Everdell. And the box says it plays in about 30 minutes. And this also has competitive, cooperative mode. There is campaign in here, and you can also play it solo. So this is obviously a spin-off from the base game Everdell, and the designers are James and Clarissa Wilson. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a brief overview of kind of how it plays, and we'll come back up and give you our thoughts. Here we go. In Everdell Duo, you will wisely govern your woodland city to ensure that your critter citizens are joyful, buildings are properly constructed, and plenty of events are held to celebrate your triumphs. This standalone game in the charming world of Everdell is made especially for 2 players. It offers competitive head-to-head gameplay and also a robust and exciting cooperative campaign. So in this review, we're going to be talking about the competitive mode. Now, this game is going to be played in 4 seasons, and each turn, the player can take one of 3 actions, which is placing a worker, picking a card, or playing a card. And whenever you do one of those actions, you're going to be moving either the sun or the moon token along the path. And whenever both of those tokens reach the end, that's going to trigger the end of the season.
The first move that you can do would be placing a worker, and in order to do that, you first have to move the sun. And so whenever you place a worker, you're either going to place it on a specific location to get goodies or resources.
Those little berries.
You can place it on other destination cards, or then you can go and claim events.
And then you can play a card, and this requires you to move the moon token along the path. And for this action, you can play a card from your hand or from the meadow, but the trick is you can only pick cards in the meadow that are adjacent to the sun token or adjacent to the moon token. So all of the cards may not be available. And then you can also use the occupy tokens that you get to potentially play out critter cards for free. So you don't have to spend any berries, but you have to have the corresponding colored construction card to play that token on. And just like Everdell, all of the cards have different abilities depending on their colors. For instance, like the purple cards are scoring at the end. You have green cards that do production that gets activated a couple seasons and when you play them. And there's other cards that do different things as well.
And then you can also pick a card, and whenever you pick a card, you can choose to move either the sun or the moon along the path. So that's one way that you can kind of mess with the other person if you can kind of see where they're trying to go with things. And to do that, and then when you do that, you can then pick from the deck or from the meadow.
Yeah, so that's basically the gist of the game. And then once all 4 seasons are done, you're going to do game end, and whoever has the most points is going to be the winner. And players will get points from all their cards in their city, any of those purple cards, basically in-game scoring abilities, any point tokens you've accumulated, and any event tiles that you have claimed throughout the game. Okay, so what did you think about Everdell Duo?
So for me, it was a little bit hard for me to pinpoint exactly why I didn't love it. It was fine to me. But I feel like if I'm going to play any version of Everdell, I'm not going to go for a duo version. I can just play with 2 players, Everdell Farshore. I think I've mentioned on this channel before that Everdell Farshore is my favorite version of any Everdell.
I still feel like Everdell Farshore is the best first experience at Everdell.
For sure.
For new players or whatever.
Yeah. I think one of the things that for some reason I couldn't pinpoint exactly, but I think just the way that the seasons progressed, I don't know, moving the sun and moon, I don't know, I didn't love it. I felt like it really restricted a lot whenever I wanted to pick certain cards if it had to be adjacent to those things.
Now see, I liked that about this game.
You liked it, so
yeah. I definitely like this one more than you did, and I like it for that reason. I think it's interesting, oh gosh, if he takes that action and moves the sun up, then I may not be able to take that action if it's running toward the end, because once it hits the end, I mean, you can't take an action that requires you to move that specific token. So it's a little bit of trying to figure out what's going on.
And there can be a little bit of take that whenever the person wants to try and move the sun or moon token along, and I got frustrated by that a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised you didn't like this one as much, because I felt like it had a little bit of that. It wasn't really mind gaming, but you're trying to figure out what the other opponent's doing.
I didn't see it as mind gaming. No,
Yeah,
I saw it as annoying. So I think again, if I'm gonna play Everdell, I'm gonna play Far Shore. I'm gonna do a different version that's not this.
Yes.
You can play those versions with 2 players.
I feel like this is different enough to potentially try it. Like, if you like Everdell, or if you haven't even tried Everdell, I still feel like this is a good one to consider trying, especially if you like 2-player games. I do feel like there are so a lot of the gameplay is still very similar, but the way the turn structure works with moving the tokens up, I feel like it's a different enough change that someone might like it. I know, obviously, you weren't a fan.
I didn't.
But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a little more streamlined, simple. I mean, simple setup. You don't have like all these crazy ever trees hanging around and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
But of course, I like the ever tree. But I feel like this is a more simple, streamlined 2-player version that I think is worth trying. According to me, not according to him. I mean, it's more preference.
I tried it. We played it, and
you didn't enjoy it.
I didn't love it. It's just how it is.
But do you think that there is a different enough mechanics or different enough things going on to make it possibly interesting for other people?
For other people, maybe. For me, no.
Yeah.
I think for other people that like that, maybe a little more of the take that or the mechanism of moving things and being restricted in a certain way, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
But for myself, I guess I just preferred the normal Everdell.
Now, we didn't try the cooperative mode, which I'm curious. Maybe that would have changed your opinion, where I'm not like trying to screw you over or something. I guess we're working together. We didn't try that. There's also a big campaign, not big, but it's a nice campaign booklet that you can play through. We're not campaign people really at all. So we didn't touch that, but that is in there, and it seems like there's enough content in this, enough variability in this package, whether you want to play competitive or cooperative or solo. I think it's worth checking out, especially if you like Everdell and 2-player games. Then obviously Everdell Duo might be up your alley.
Yeah. And this one, it says it plays in 30 minutes. That was about.
It was pretty fast.
That was about right.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was a very long experience. I thought it was a nice amount of time for this game. Yeah. Anyway, that is our thoughts. So, have you guys tried this one yet? Do let us know in the comments below. We appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and subscribe to help out the channel and get more content like this. And we will see y'all on the next one.